She left a voicemail for her mother at 2:17 a.m., 23 seconds long. The first 18 seconds are silence. Then, very quietly, she says, "Don't come in. Whatever you hear, don't come in." Her mother lived 4 states away. She was the only one home. Kelsey Holt, 26, worked nights at a distribution center in Provo, Utah. She lived alone, 3rd-floor apartment, deadbolt lock, chain lock. She was particular about security. Her roommates from college said she always had been. She had never called her mother in the middle of the night, not once, not in 6 years of living alone. Her mother heard the voicemail at 7 a.m. She called back immediately. Kelsey's phone rang 12 times, no answer. She called the Provo police at 7:14 a.m. Officers arrived at 8:02. The deadbolt was locked from the inside. The chain was on. The apartment was empty. The audio forensics team enhanced the voicemail. In the 18 seconds of silence, the silence that Kelsey was listening to before she spoke, there is sound, breathing, not hers. The technician who filed the report noted it calmly, clinically. Secondary respiration present in background audio, approximately 3 to 4 feet from the primary speaker, consistent with an adult male. Kelsey knew someone was in the room with her. She called her mother. Not 911, her mother. The investigators noted this. One of them, off the record, said she didn't call for help. She called to say goodbye. Kelsey Holt was found 14 months later, alive. She was found in a town in Idaho she had never mentioned to anyone, working at a diner, different name, different hair. She did not want to be found. In the single interview she gave before her lawyer ended all contact, she said the voicemail was real. She confirmed the breathing. She confirmed she knew who it was. She refused to say. But she said one thing her lawyer didn't stop in time. She said, "He let me leave. That's the part no one understands. He was always going to let me leave. He just wanted me to know he could have chosen differently."
Kelsey has not spoken publicly since. Her mother has. She says she still has the voicemail. She says she has listened to it, she thinks, 300 times. She says every time she listens, she hears something new in the silence, something she missed before. She says she has stopped trying to figure out what it is.
For 11 months, Marcus Webb photographed the light in his neighbor's window. Every night, same time, same window. He told himself it was insomnia, a hobby, something to do at 3 a.m. He had 4,000 photographs when the police asked him to stop. He had 4,000 photographs of a window in a building where it turned out no one had lived for 2 years. Marcus Webb, 38, graphic designer. He moved into his apartment on Clement Street in San Francisco in January 2020. The building across the street, 4 stories, 12 units, was undergoing renovation. Half the units were empty. The other half had been emptied by March when the renovation expanded. By April, the building was officially vacant. The power had been shut off at the meter. City records confirmed this. Marcus noticed the light in June. Unit 3B, 3rd floor, 2nd window from the left. He assumed a squatter. He almost called the building management. Then he noticed something that stopped him. The light came on at exactly 3:10 a.m. every night and went off at exactly 3:58. 48 minutes. Never 47, never 49. Marcus began to document the shape. In 847 of the 4,000 photographs, something stands at the window. Not every night, not in any pattern he could identify, but always at the same position within the window, always the same height,
always facing outward. He printed the clearest image and showed it to his neighbor. His neighbor looked at it for a long time. Then she said, "That's Elena. She used to live there." Elena Vasquez had lived in Unit 3B for 11 years. She had died there. January 2020, the month Marcus moved in. She was found by the building manager after a welfare check. She had been dead for 9 days. The lamp on her nightstand was still on when they found her. Marcus gave his photographs to a paranormal researcher who had published work on what she called residual visual phenomena. The researcher spent 3 weeks with the images. She called Marcus and told him she had found something he had missed. In the photographs where the figure appears, in all 847 of them, the figure is not looking at the street, not at the city. The angle of the silhouette, extrapolated across 847 images, points to a single fixed point, always the same point: Marcus's bedroom window. She had been watching him. Every night he photographed her. Every night she watched him photograph her. 11 months. He thought he had been observing something strange. He had been the subject the entire time.
Marcus moved out of his apartment in November 2021. He still has the photographs, all 4,000. He says he no longer looks at them. He says he is not sure he ever understood what he was documenting. The building on Clement Street was demolished in 2022. The new tenants in Marcus's old apartment have not reported anything unusual, but the building records show they submitted a maintenance request in March. Complaint: a light across the street, coming on every night at 3:10, keeping them awake. In 2019, an unmanned deep-sea probe was deployed off the coast of Portugal. It was recovered 14 months later, 3 months after contact was lost. Its memory card was intact. The footage was intact, all 847 hours of it. The research team watched the first 600 hours without incident. Then they reached hour 601, and they stopped the playback. The lead researcher filed an incident report. The report was classified within 48 hours. The probe was part of Project Halcyon, a joint European oceanographic study of deep-sea thermal vents. Routine, scientific. The probe was rated to 5,000 feet. It carried 4 cameras, a sonar array, and temperature sensors. It had made this dive profile 17 times before. On dive 18, at hour 601 of the recording, the sonar detected something at a depth of 4,000 feet. The sonar log described it as a solid object approximately 40 meters in length, moving at 0.3 knots at a depth inconsistent with any known biological or geological feature of the survey area. The cameras on the probe turned toward the object automatically, standard protocol. The footage from that turn is what ended the playback session. The researcher who stopped it, Dr. Amara Diallo, 41, 12 years in deep-sea oceanography, has not spoken about what she saw. She left the project 3 weeks later. She is currently teaching secondary school biology in Lyon, France. We contacted her. She said, "I'm not the right person to ask." Then, she said, "I hope it stays down there." A technician who worked on the data recovery and who asked not to be named agreed to describe what was on the footage. He had clearance to view classified material. He viewed hour 601 as part of his recovery work. He described it carefully, technically, the way someone describes something they have decided to treat as data and not as experience. He said the object was visible for 11 seconds. He said it appeared to have structure, symmetrical structure. He said it moved in a way that was not consistent with passive drift or tidal influence. He said
and here he paused for a very long time, it reacted to the camera light. When the flood lamp hit it, it changed direction, immediately, like it had been waiting to be seen, and then decided it wasn't ready. The probe was lost, officially, due to a tether malfunction. When it was recovered 14 months later, the tether was intact, undamaged. The recovery team's report noted something the official investigation did not address. The probe's 4 cameras had all been rotated to face the same direction, inward. All 4 cameras pointing at the probe's own hull, as if something had turned them, as if something had not wanted to be filmed anymore and had the dexterity to do something about it.
Project Halcyon was quietly defunded in 2020. The survey area off the Portuguese coast was added to a restricted zone, officially for geological instability concerns. No geological instability has been reported in that area in recorded history. The 847 hours of footage are classified. Hours 1 through 600 are available to researchers upon request. Hour 601 onwards is not. The request form for that footage has a field at the bottom. The field is labeled Reason for Access. Every request submitted since 2020 has received the same response. One word: denied.
The account had been inactive for 3 years. Then, on a Tuesday in February, it posted one image, no caption, no hashtags. The image was a photograph of a road at night, empty, wet from rain, a single street light. 2,847 people had followed this account when it was active. Of those 2,847 received the notification. The account belonged to a man who had died 3 years and 2 days earlier. Daniel Rourke, 34, died in February 2020. Car accident. Route 9, outside of Albany, New York. Wet road, a single streetlight. His family was notified. His accounts were memorialized, Facebook, Twitter, by people who knew him. His Instagram was not memorialized. No one had the password. His family had submitted a memorialization request to the platform. It was still pending when the post appeared. The image, a wet road at night, a single streetlight, was reverse image searched by 17 people within the first hour. It wasn't found anywhere online. It wasn't stock photography. It wasn't pulled from anywhere. It was an original photograph, taken, the metadata suggested, at 2:21 a.m., 2 minutes before it was posted, on a Tuesday, in February, 3 years after Daniel Rourke died on a wet road in February, at night.
The image was geotagged. Route 9, outside Albany. The same stretch of road. The investigators who looked into the post, at the family's request, identified the specific location. It was not the exact point of the accident. It was 400 meters further down the road, past where Daniel's car had left the road, further along the route he had been driving, as if the photograph had been taken from where he would have been if he had made it through. The platform confirmed no one had accessed the account. No login event, no API access, no scheduled post. The post had simply appeared. The account was deleted by the platform 6 hours later. But in those 6 hours, 847 of Daniel's followers had saved the image. Several of them posted it themselves. All of those posts were removed by the platform within 24 hours, with no explanation given. Platform policy, they said. Coordinated inauthentic behavior, they said. From a dead man's account, in the middle of the night, on the anniversary of his death. Daniel's sister, Maria, had driven Route 9 the previous night. She does this every year, on the anniversary. She stops at the site. She leaves flowers. She drives the rest of the route he would have finished, because she says it makes the night feel completed. She had driven past the spot where the photograph was taken at approximately 2:15 a.m. She had not stopped. She had not seen anyone. The road was empty. But she told us something she had not told investigators. As she drove past that stretch, the 400-meter mark, her phone had buzzed. She assumed it was nothing. She didn't check it until she got home. It was a notification. Daniel's account started following you. She had been following him for 3 years. He had never followed her back until that night, until she drove past that spot, until he saw her go by.
The account was never reactivated. The platform memorialized it, finally, in March 2023. The memorialized account shows Daniel's last post before his death, a photograph of a coffee cup. Ordinary. A Saturday morning. His last ordinary moment. The post from February 2023 is gone. Officially, it never happened. Maria still drives the route every year. She checks her phone when she passes the 400-meter mark. Every year. Nothing since. She says she doesn't know if that's a relief or not.